what is causing the delay to the physical movement? That's the apraxia. Like, what is causing that?
Because there is a delay, a natural delay. There's a natural delay. So we all have delays. Everybody has delays, right? And they vary depending on the myelination and on the, the muscle tone, and on the, like an athlete is way faster than, and so on. A musician, you train, so these things are trainable. But if you have issues underlying all of that, then the integration of the different delays that we all have, from sensory processing of light, of vibrations, sound, touch, pressure, movement, all of those have delays. So they take time from the time that your sensory receptor processes to the time that it travels. Just imagine it starts to travel through a cable and goes all the way to the spinal cord, and the spinal cord goes all the way to the primary sensory cortex, whether it's visual sensory cortex, the Torres sensory motor. And so that takes time. And that's what I mean by there is a natural delay. You say, okay, this guy, it's like Central Station or Penn Station, trains coming in, going out, and you have to time it. It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And these kids are an example of that, where every single child, adolescent, adult that comes to my lab, it's a marvel. Like, okay, their system figured it out. They're walking, they're reaching, maybe not at the same speed, maybe not with the same coordination, but they're doing it. And part of the problem is people are not giving them enough time and enough credit for what the system has accomplished, which is a major feat. And so if you give support, if you give, you presume competence, and that's not just a cliche. This is the reality of things. You have to give it time, right? Give it time. The system's a little bit delayed, but give it time, give it the support. It's gonna catch up. But that's not happening. People are in this hurry, like, okay, it has to be done this way, and so on. Not giving enough opportunity for to work with what is already working. That's the whole philosophy in my lab is you gotta discover what the system is already capable of doing, what inherent capabilities it has, because those predispositions and capabilities help you build capacity for the stuff that might be delayed or different. But you have to discover what that is, and then help the other part that is maybe underdeveloped or might be developing a different path, discover what that is. So with the digital revolution, we can do a lot because it tells us a lot that we couldn't see before. And now we can see. It's like putting on special goggles or something. A lot is expected from these kids at the beginning. And it's like, we got to start slow. We got to start from the beginning, before getting into these whole entire phrases of language and so on. Before getting there, get the foundation so that they get independent. They become as independent as they can. And some might not, some might need the support, the physical support, and that's fine. But you need to, at the very least, try to build that independence, because we did it with 25 non-speakers who had a lot of apraxia and a lot of issues, and we saw them on their own acquire that autonomy and move the arm and sustain it and so on. So it's doable, but we're gonna have to do it slowly and little by little.